Hello YouTube. How's everyone doing today? Can't sleep. Took a shower. Waiting to get called on might get called on a train, might not. It's like, I guess it's close to 10. It's probably like 10:15 right now. Not 10:15, but 10:15. And waiting to get called out on a train. They have it's ordered for 11:25. They don't have any engineers rested. It doesn't look like any engineer wants to step up off their rest days. And then, of course, I have a couple engineers off sick. I texted them. They don't plan on marking up, which kind of sucks for me because midnight tonight I get kicked and put on another job. So it is what it is. I would have really liked to get out on another run. This is an over miles run, so it pays pretty good if we can put in a pretty good day, or a pretty quick day, I should say. But anyways, as many of you all know, I'm getting married here in basically a month and a half. It really creeped up on me a lot quicker than I would have liked for it to. Just one of those things that you don't really think it's going to come as fast as it does, and then you realize, oh crap, I'm not as prepared as I thought. But it is what it is. It's an exciting time, a fun time. Kind of getting a little giddy about it and everything. So I decided to talk about 5 perfumes, colognes, fragrances, whatever you want to call them, that I think would be great for a wedding. I really do. Now, you can take this any way you would like for it to take it. You can take this from a woman's perspective on what perfume. I feel like these fragrances are all perfectly unisex. Now, don't let that scare you. Seems like we're coming to another round in the perfume community, or in the fragrance community, that people just are so fixated upon men's, women's, unisex, niche, designer, colognes, ultra niche, all this other stuff. They're so fixated on it, when in reality they don't realize that your average Chanel is just as high quality, if not more high quality, than your Initios and Parfums de Marley's and Creeds and stuff along those lines. Now, these could be bride fragrances. These could be groom's fragrances, groomsmen's fragrances, bridesmaid fragrances. This could, if you're attending a wedding, and these fragrances are for. I wouldn't necessarily say that they are for a specific time of year or even a specific setting of the funeral. Now, I will admit firsthand, 4 of these perfumes are amber. They're amber, basically. They have like an amber accord in them. 4 of them do. Now, a couple of them aren't really overpowering. One of them isn't overpowering if you don't spray a lot, and one of them just depends on, what you want to wear, or not what you want to wear, but how you want to wear it. It goes down to the sprays on that one as well. And I think is a complete masterpiece of a perfume. Well, say a couple of these, definitely 2 of these are masterpieces of perfumes. I know I'm blue balling you guys. But really just great, these, and I'm not, getting into really, the time of year, the weather, if it's in the middle of summer and it's hot as balls outside and you're sweating, and you're doing the classic guy thing to where, you're taking your nuts and pulling them off your thigh, probably don't want to go for one of these, and I'll mention the perfume, or if you're a lady and, I guess, you have a lot of boob sweat going on, you might not want to wear some of these that are extremely or they're not necessarily extremely, they're strong. So it just is what it is. And I blue balled you all enough, so I'm gonna get the honorable mention out of the way first. I don't understand why people do honorable mentions right before they list the number one fragrance. So, my question to that always is, okay, are these honorable mentions because you waited last minute to put them in and you kind of forgot about them, or or these honorable mentions for the first fragrance? So I always get my honorable mentions out of the way first. And the only reason why this one is an honorable mention, well, actually, technically two of them. But anyways, the only reason why this one is an honorable mention is because it really is hard to find. And that's Boadicea, the Victorious Intense. This is a honey, amber, jasmine fragrance. Kind of a little flowery, little floral in the opening. It's really good. I wore this when I proposed to my fiance. It's kind of weird to say fiance. I still call her my girlfriend. It was one of those instances, and it's happened to me a couple of times, to where the brand will say it's discontinued, and then I send them an email and like, oh, just so happened we have one last bottle. No, you guys are stockpiling these somewhere and probably going to sell them on eBay for double. But you can find this on some fragrance Facebook groups. This is a beautiful honey jasmine fragrance. I say amber. There's probably is some sort of an amber accord in here. It does have vanilla in it and honey, probably some woods, probably some benzoin in here as well. I'm not really sure of the notes. I don't, go to Fragrantica and look at the notes and memorize them or write them down. Fragrantica really isn't that accurate of a site anyway. This smells actually quite well. It smells really good. My girlfriend actually really likes this one. So that's the honorable mention. And now up next, none of these are really in any particular order. I think all these would suit it quite well. And I'm going to list the video as top 5 wedding fragrances. But you can wear any of these. It doesn't matter. And these are probably not the top 5. These are probably not even my top 5. These are just the ones that's sitting here waiting on a call from work that'll probably not come. I decided to pass my time off besides of bopping my bone baloney, if you know what I mean. Up first, a fragrance I'm always excited to talk about. Music for a While by Frederic Malle. A wonderful, sweet, candied, bubblegum, caramel, pineapple, lavender fragrance. It smells weird, but it's really a fun fragrance. I mean, it really is. Every time I wear it, I laugh, I smile. Wonderful. I struggled with this really at first because I don't like lavender. I really don't like lavender. I hate the smell of the essential oil of lavender, but I love the way lavender smells in this. There was a not Bath and Body Works. There was a Lush. Is either a face mask or a body bar or something like that. And it had real lavender in it. And I'll never forget taking it and feeling of the fuzzy lavender and the smell of it and how good, actual like the plant of lavender smells. And then that was after I smelled it. After I smelled this. And then I revisited this and I'm like, that's that same lavender. This smells like real lavender. You actually feel the softness of the lavender in this fragrance. You know how it's like nice and soft. It's almost like a lavender. I mean, it almost feels like a microfiber towel, how soft it is. Or not necessarily microfiber, but it's like a soft cotton feel to lavender. Kind of a little bit fuzzy. And then you get the pineapple, the caramel, the sugar in it. And it really just smells good, and it lasts all day long. And it's Frederic Malle. It smells good. This will be fun. If you're the life of a party, if you're the fun groomsman, if you're the best man, if you're somebody who just likes to have fun at weddings, I think this would be a great fragrance. Great fragrance to wear. Love to have fun with it. Up next is a fragrance I'm not 100%. I don't believe in the whole pheromone fragrance gimmicks. I mean, it is essentially just a gimmick. But if there was a pheromone perfume that truly worked, this would be it. Prodolome. Simple. Great fragrance. It really is a good fragrance. I mean, it's simple, it's mass appealing, but it does smell good. That's one thing that I and several other people have always said about Prada fragrances. They do smell like of high quality perfume. They are very well blended. I don't believe they're using any cheap products in here. Or cheap is it not cheap quality, just kind of, just you can pick, some fragrance you can just pick apart. You know what I mean? And this is quite well blended. Iris, musk. That's really it. Iris and musk. Kind of bright, kind of sparkly. Probably, I think it has not ambergris. What is it? Chanel number 5. Crap. Jesus Christ. I'm losing my mind. They're sparkly. Jesus Christ. They're sparkly. They're bright. They're sparkly. Not pheromones. Not endorphins. Shoot. It'll come to me. It'll come to me just like all of you all watching this video will. Really good. I mean, if you're the groom, and I say this is masculine. If you spray it on your skin, I mean, it really does. We talk about ISOE Super. People talk about it. How like a sexy, musky skin. This is really what it does. It almost like exemplifies your skin. It almost like exemplifies your skin to the quality of just. I'm just gonna spray it on. You see, it's like it takes the natural body's muskiness and amps it up with its own musk. And it just is really good smelling. The iris in it, of course, it's probably not natural iris. I do have a fragrance here that is natural iris. Probably 2 of them. And people say, well, it's that, and it freaking kills me, guys. It absolutely kills my ears when I hear people say, well, it has that lipsticky note, that makeup bag note. That's what everybody says about iris. I don't get that with a lot of iris fragrances. It's just simply people not, trying their best to describe fragrances in a better way. They just, come up with a cheap way to describe it. But I can kind of see how it's kind of like a powder. It is powdery. It has has the facets of being powdery. Number 5. What is the note of that? Crap. I don't want to click off here because then I'll lose the video. But really good. Prodolome. Up next, getting into the Boudicca, the Victorious Intense. Kind of ambery. This is another ambery fragrance. Thomas de Monaco Raw Gold. Now, people say, well, this is discontinued. They kind of relaunched it a couple times, done a couple of different things, and I think that you can pretty much just buy this straight from Lucky Scent and a couple other places. Yeah, it's kind of expensive. Jesus. Yeah, it's kind of expensive, but you're in this hobby for a reason. If you're in this hobby, you're willing to spend the money. So, a lush gold amber. I think it has black currant in the opening. I can't quite remember. Quite a good fragrance. I think there's some sediments floating around in here. It's kind of it's beeswaxy, honeyish. Kind of animalic, probably comes from the beeswax. Okay, raw. It does smell raw. I mean, it kind of, when you smell it, it's kind of that, inside of your thigh type musky smell to it a little bit. But my girlfriend doesn't like this. She said it smells like ants, like black ants. She said that's what it smells like to her, so I don't know how she knows what that means. My bottle is 987 out of 1,400. Now, like I said, this is the first launch. They have re-released it, so on and so forth. So if you have number 987, let me know, because I'm pretty sure that there was a lot more of these released, and they said there was going to be a 1,400, so let me know. What is that note? It's not ambergris. It's a Chanel number 5. It's right on the top. It's right at the top of my tongue. Ambergris, not ambergris. Anyways, talking about Chanel number 5, let's talk about the better version, or not necessarily the better version, but the better Chanel. Coco Chanel EDP. A wonderful, wonderful musky and indolic, rosy, jasmine, musk, amber, patchouli sexiness. Absolutely wonderful. This is not a fake bottle. The little collar is stuck up here. I've done everywhere in the world to try to get it to stick back on. It is what it is. If you're a man and you feel challenged wearing this, go to the store and spray a couple spritz of this on. This stuff on a man's skin, this stuff on anyone's skin is pure magic. You know, this is called raw gold. This is pure gold on someone's skin. Absolutely amazing. One of the best fragrances in the world. This truly is a masterpiece. It is going to be kind of strong. Shoot, I forgot to mention. Probably wouldn't wear this in the highest heat. I'd go a couple sprays. The rest of them, you can kind of go, as many sprays as you want to. This one, 2 or 3, maybe even 4 sprays, and you're going to be just fine all day long. You're not going to be necessarily filling up a room, but people are definitely going to smell you, and you are going to be turning heads. Don't sleep on this. I can go on and on. This is a really great perfume. This is just good perfume. This is good French perfumery. Excuse me. This is fine French perfumery right here. Like I said, if you're a man and you're struggling with it, wear it. If you find this too feminine, wear Coco Noir. Coco Noir is also a great perfume. I've contemplated wearing this at my wedding just because of how great, not good, but how great this is. I mean, Lord have mercy. Absolutely wonderful. And number 1, I always say, it's not in any particular order, but this is number 1 for a reason. Could be perfectly worn by a man, perfectly worn by a woman. Sorry, I'm still thinking about... What is it? Oh, Lord. I'll come back. I'll comment the note in Prada L'Homme that I feel like I'm picking up, but I can't quite put my name on it. Can't quite put the name on it. Oops. This is Bel Homme by Les Abstraits. Absolutely wonderful, magnificent fragrance. This blows all of them away, and this really rivals this. The reason why I would say this is probably a little bit higher than this is simply just because this is a classic perfume. This is a classic French perfumery. This has stood the test of time, and I'm going to go out on I'm not even going to go out on a limb, I want to say it. This will stand the test of time. This is just as high quality as this. This is just as well put together as this. These two are not the same, even though they kind of do share a few notes: vanilla, iris, muskiness. I think this has patchouli in it. I can't quite remember. This would fall to this. Bel Homme, I've talked about it before. Absolutely beautiful perfume. This is the perfume of kings and queens. Man, when you smell this, it's bright. It's bright. Don't confuse bright with fresh. This is bright. This is beautiful. It's breathtaking. It really is. Iris, iris, iris. This is every facet of iris known to man. A beautiful, sweet perfume that is well put together. If you didn't know any better, you would mistake this as a borderline gourmand fragrance, but this really is not. This perfume, Eugene always talks about contrast. This perfume has the perfect amount of contrast and the perfect amount of likeness of itself. This perfume is like when we talk about God's aseity. This is a perfume of itself, in itself, outside of itself. Iris as a flower is purple. Eugene oftentimes talks about color in fragrances, and this captures the color purple quite well. Purple, being attached to royalty, being attached to all the other stuff that comes along with royalty. Royal wedding. This right here would be perfect for a bride or a groom. If you are just a bystander in a wedding, I would not recommend wearing this because you will steal the show. You will take the groom. You will take the bride. If your ex is getting married and you want to win her back, this is it. This is the epitome of quality perfume. And I'm not just saying that because Eugene is my friend. People know if Eugene's fragrances were bad, I would tell him. I wouldn't even talk about them. And we probably wouldn't be friends anymore. Well, I can't really say that. But we probably wouldn't be on good terms paying for this and then it not being good. But this is good. This is great. This is great stuff. I'm going to spray it right here. I will say this will either be my fiance's or my wedding day scent. I can't decide between this or Descendris. Perfect. When you spray it on the skin, this does not smell like a lot of these self-made houses. This truly smells like a perfume that's put together. You don't have to spray it on skin and let it settle down to get the full effect. You can smell the full effect from the time you take the cap and smell it right here to here. And then smell it here. This perfume is linear, but yet multifaceted. It changes. And most of all, and Eugene talks about it in other fragrances, but this perfume has texture. It's rough. It's soft. It's high, it's low. It has wavelengths to it. It resonates with your skin. It resonates with your body. It resonates with your spirit. And if you wear it to a funeral, not a funeral, if you wear it to a wedding, or if you wear it to a funeral too, if you wear this to a wedding, it's going to resonate with your partner as well. It's a great perfume. Very, very, very strong, potent stuff. You only need about 2 sprays, really. I mean, this over here is overpowering the Prada L'Homme like crazy. Definitely going to have to go pretty light on it. Like I said, 1 to 2 sprays max, but it is glorious. It is beautiful. It is absolutely amazing. Perfect. It really is perfect. It's sparkly, it's bright, but it's also dark and ambery and deep. Iris, every facet of iris, from the buttery smoothness to the borderline leathery to the muskiness to the makeup bag to the powder bag to the lipstick. I mean, every facet of iris is in this perfume. Absolute masterpiece, absolute perfection. Those are my 5 wedding day perfumes with an honorable mention. Almost a 25-minute long video, so 5 minutes of perfume. A lot of rambling, but if you don't like it, you can always watch someone else. Hope everyone has a safe day. Hope everyone has a good day. Comment in the comment section below what your top 5 wedding day perfumes are, and let me know what you wore to your wedding. So Hope everyone has a good one. I'm ending it now.